I arrived at Kevin's house to get confidence, to see if I could do something. Sometimes we need the uplifting and bolstering up of others to make us believe in ourselves that we are worthy of doing something. That's what I needed. So I went to Kevin's house. We attempted to have Kevin help me transfer. He's a nice person. Kevin's good. He just doesn't transfer people very well. So Bryson came out, this young buck with good biceps. And of course, I weigh not very much, maybe 160, 165 back then. And Bryson comes out and throws me in, and we go into Kevin's house. And Kevin's right, gorgeous home. And we sit and we chat for a few hours. And Kevin pulls up this video on the screen, and we watch the Artberg video. And he says, "What's stopping you?" And we talk about this fear piece. We hit this fear right on the nose. And I didn't know that Kevin was going to be going through these challenges. I had no idea, but he helps kind of coach me through this. And I wrote some things down about that day. I would like to share. Is that okay? So I've gone back to so here's my notes from that day.
Wow.
There's my notes from that day right there in this book. So there's my notes,
Chad.
From the day that we met. I just want to give 5 things, and I'll go where you'd like me to go. But here's what I learned from Kevin that day. So 5 areas that we must be intentional, that will help. So five areas of our life that we must be intentional. And this is as I was preparing to embark on a new journey and be a farmer in a different way. So the first thing that Kevin taught me was this: we must be intentional in our personal growth. And so what that means is if you don't know what intentionality means, Savanna, what do you sing about when you're not being recorded? In other words, when no one else is listening to you, when you're not being recorded, when Dad's not there and you're by yourself, what do you sing about? And I think I saw a video this past week on the Sabbath day where you were playing a guitar. That hit me, because that's not what you do when you're on a stage. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what you do when no one else is. Now you start to understand your intentions. What do you dream about when no one else knows you're dreaming? What do you think about when no one else really knows? Now you start to understand your intention. And these are things that I was thinking about. I wanted to go and share with people. I was dreaming about it, and I was singing about it in a car when no one else was listening. I just had to figure out. So that's what intention. Kevin taught me that. Number 2, real quick, you have to know what you want to accomplish. You have to know that end result. And I knew it had nothing to do with a financial gain. That just came. That came along with the product. That's a byproduct. That financial gain is a byproduct of the time that you spend. So remember that. The financial gain, providing for a family, taking care of your children, that's all a byproduct of what you're giving every day. So you need to know what you want. Number 3, you must have the right tools in place. Remember, I just have a belief. So if your only tool is your belief system, you're good to go. It's because of what I believe that I'm able to achieve where I want to go. The next one, be consistent. Remember, consistency compounds. You guys are putting out songs every day, and for my audience, be consistent in what you're. Kevin taught me this when I was at Bryson as well. You must be consistent. So I need to be consistent in my studies. Maybe it's my prayers. Maybe it's my devotionals. Maybe it's my studying other speakers. Maybe it's a book a week. I need to be consistent in whatever I'm doing to try and create, because consistency compounds. And then the last one that I wanted to share was this. This one's huge. You must take action. Remember that deciding you're going to do something is not action. So take action, and deciding is not action. Just because I decide that I want to be a speaker, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be a speaker. Just because I decide that I want to write a book, doesn't mean I'm going to write a book. Just because I decide that I want to be a good husband does not mean I'm going to be a good husband. Must take action to make those fruits of my labors come to fruition. And so that's what I learned. And then the last thing Kevin gave is kind of a bonus to me that day at his home was to stay focused on the goal at hand, to stay focused.